meaningful verse I ever wrote. I went for a meeting with L.A. Reid one time right before Christmas, and he had the whole label in the room, and he said, Yelawolf's about to perform a cappella for y'all. And I was like, no, I'm not. I got a show tomorrow night. Y'all want to come see it? I'm opening up for Raekwon, but I ain't performing in your office, bro. And he was like, well, get the fuck out of here then. And I was like, all right, peace. They couldn't believe I did that. It was right before Christmas. He was gonna give me a deal right there. Sign the paperwork right there. But I was so over performing in people's offices. But I went home that Christmas and I was feeling really bad about my decision because I was broke. I didn't have shit. Like fucking borrowing money to buy presents for my kids and shit. And I went to Waffle House and I wrote this long verse on a napkin. I memorized it for months and months, hoping to get another chance to go back to the office and redeem myself and possibly get a deal. So L.A. Reid called after Trump Music came out and asked for another meeting. So I went to his office respectfully and I walked in and it was just him, his boy, and my friend. And he was like, I used to be you, man. That's why I became a CEO, because I didn't want to do what these CEOs were doing. I was an artist. I wanted to bring what an artist brings to a presidential level. And I was like, yeah, well, I wrote something for you. He goes, oh yeah? Well, I wasn't gonna ask you to rap this time. He kind of laughed. And I stood up and I turned my back and I walked to the window overlooking New York City. And I just fucking delivered a very heartfelt, very fucking dramatic, truthful, honest verse. When I turned around and like, there was tears in this dude's eyes, man, And that was probably the most important, impactful verse that no one will ever hear. He offered a deal after that. The verse that I kicked for L.A. Reid, I wrote for L.A. Reid. It wasn't for anyone else. It's just for him to listen to. Yeah, it's just like a fucking, like a greeting card, like a singing telegram. In the cab, leaving there, KP says, so what you think? I was like, have you played my stuff for Eminem yet? And he goes, dude, please. True story. 6 months later, Shady Records.
It's also an idea of them taking out the time. Like, not only are you gonna invest money into schools, but are you gonna make sure that these kids are even capable of going to school?
I miss school, like to come and go to New York for a day. He was at the Mercer Hotel. He was working on Watch the Throne, and I came in there. Yeah, sat me down. He asked me like, yo, what's your story? Like,
I always say, okay, if it's my loved one, maybe I'll shoot him in the leg or something. And I tell the police, no. If somebody, he's good on personal charges, give him a chance. I don't know, man. These days, motherfuckers will come back and get you.
I end up by myself, just hiding behind some bushes and shit, hopping gates and all that. I'm like, fuck all these guys and shit.